I open this one. Yeah. Let's see this. Who wants to see this?
My voice is really shy.
Let's see his tone.
I would knock right like this, and I wait. I step back always, right? I step back at least 3 to 4 feet. I turn my body to the side. Now, remember, guys, especially men, you never want to be directly confronting. So I always turn back to the side. If there's a step, I'll take a step down. So I'm below the person, okay? Which puts me, you think, in an inferior position, but I immediately offset that with a smile, body language, certainty, okay? So just open the door and say, you know, and I'm very quick. I said, my voice is, I met you. Take two. Over there. So, hey, my name's Jordan. I'm a mortgage broker in there. I did your neighbor's mortgage down the road. What rate are you paying right now?
Probably like 5-ish. 5%.
Okay, well, this was back when everyone was paying 9%. It wouldn't work very well right now, right? By the way, this is why no one's a mortgage broker anymore.
9%.
Oh, really? Well, I could save you a ton of money. How long are you living here for? And now I have a prop always. I have a book. I take my book out, and I said, no, tell me now. I start asking non-invasive questions. I never would say, what do you owe on your mortgage? That's it, they'll say, pick off. Right? I said, oh, beautiful, how long are you living for? Oh, great. And where you lived before that? Great. Wow, it's a beautiful home. Okay, how old is this house? Great. And just give me a ballpark here, you know. How much you owe? Just a ballpark.
A couple $100,000, like 300 grand.
Okay, great. And again, I would never, by the way, I never would approach like this. I have a book. My book is open. It allows me to watch, to go, So the big thing I left out here, I have time, was something called active listening. The key to getting in rapport in this situation is as she starts talking, okay, I'm like,
Beautiful woman.
it's the new world, right?
It's training people.
As they start talking, right? You know, I know this generation is like these neutral genders, right? As they start talking. Here's the right as I'm like, oh wow, ooh, oh wow, great. Yes, ooh, oh great, right. And that is how I build rapport. And then as they're saying, great, and by the way, and how much is the house worth? Just a ballpark in there, right? There's nothing specific.
How many what?
How much is the house worth? I can barely talk, guys. I gave you my all, by the way.
About 700 grand.
Okay, wait, well, you know, listen, honestly, based on what you're paying, I can definitely save you a ton of money here. Okay, you got a minute?
Yeah, what is it?
Great, and then they would say, yeah, come on inside, on inside right there, just like that. Okay? Can I just tell you the key? I've sold so much door to door. There are no magic words in the beginning. It's the smile, the eye contact, the way you body, how you dress, how you groom yourself. All right, your tonality. There's a certain tonality, and almost an apologetic, sympathetic. How you doing? Like this, and people they tend to just trust you. And then you balance that out when then you transition very quickly into becoming that expert. In other words, you are humble but an expert, right? It's not. I'm going to tell you flat. There is no magic phrase. It's in your tonality. Hey, my name's Jordan. I'm a mortgage broker. Happy. And let me give you an example. Perfect example. The day I came up with this idea, my closest friend owned a mortgage company, right? I'll tell you how this is a closing story because my voice is shot. So he owned a small company, mom and pop company. He asked me to write him a script for cold calling on the phone because the rates had just dropped. Like 10%, they went down to 7%, right? I wrote him a script, said, let me test it out myself. It was just after I got indicted. He gives me a list of people. Of course, the first woman I called, I closed her on the phone. I always close the first person I speak to for some reason. It's like a weird thing, right? I made $9,000 in one shot. I was like, holy, wow, this is one hell of a business, right? So I started closing by phone and making a lot of money. The problem is back then, it wasn't really so much people doing mortgages. They wanted you to come to the house, right? You didn't have stuff online. It was very different back then, right? So I started getting pissed off because I had to then go to people's homes and then call at night. So I said, I'm going to collapse it and I'll handle both at once. I'll just go walk into their stores or not, and I'll do the whole thing at once. That's how I came with the idea. So the first day, I said, hey, I want to check this out. He goes, really? I don't know if that works. I'm going to give it a shot. He had his wife. His name was Shelly, okay? Shelly was a great girl, okay? And you know, she's not a great salesperson. She goes, I'll come too. I said, great. So Shelly and I get in my car. We drive it to, it was New Rochelle, Westchester, right? We parked on the main road there, right? I said, Shelly, you walk down this side of the road. I'll walk down this side of the road. First store I walk into was like a seafood place. It was a restaurant, no good, nothing, right? Second one, DeRosa Seafood, bam, $9,000. I made Phil DeRosa, my first client, right? Next door, another one, a hair salon. I made 3 sales in under an hour, made like $24,000, right? I'm like, oh my God, Shelly's gonna, I bet you she's killing it, right? So I get to the end of the road, right? I cross over with Shelly, there's a park bench, and she's like, Shelly, what happened? Nobody wants more of it. I'm like, what? Shelly, I sold 3. She goes, what do you mean? I said, she goes, no one would do it. I said, follow me. I went down the same road and closed 2 people that she just went through.
Yeah.
A jeweler and an auto body. I made $15,000 on one. I still remember $4,000. I still remember. Phil Benedetti signed that. I still remember their names, right? What was it? It wasn't the words, guys. Of course, you can't say stupid stuff, right? Obviously, right? There's a presence that you have when you walk in the door, when you look them in the eye with a smile and confidence, and it's humility, but of an expert. And people respond. You guys know Jacob the jeweler, right? Who knows Jacob the jeweler? Jacob the jeweler, on my biggest day ever in the industry, I made $140,000 in one day selling mortgages, right? I said, where's the best concentration? I went down to the jewelry district on 47th Street in Manhattan. Booth to booth to booth. I made like $130,000. It was the end of the day, the last store on the corner. It was a big store. It was like, Jacob, I didn't know who he was, right? I walk in and I said, hey guys, who's the owner? She's like, he's back there. I said, hey, my name's Jordan, I'm in the mortgage industry. What rate you paying? She's like, I'd throw every solicitor out of here. I'm paying 8%. She goes, why did I just say that? I'm like, oh my God, I could save you a ton of money. She goes, oh, I said, stop, how much? 3 minutes later, we're in the elevator, going up to meet Jacob. She's like, I don't understand why I'm even talking to you. You hate solicitors. I sit down with Jacob, he starts yelling at me, get out of there. I end up at their house, they cooked me dinner that night. They have no idea, right, what's going on, right? They give me their mortgage, they had their big house, $20,000 profit to me, right? They refer all their friends. A year later, Channel 7 News comes out, I'm doing mortgages, and she calls, she goes, I knew, I feel better now, because I knew, why would I speak to this guy? Now I know, funny story. But the point is that I would walk in with 5 guys in tow, I was training them. It was not, what did I say? Hey, my name's Jordan. It's not, guys, it's not about that. What you say after, of course, you gotta run the patterns. But in those first few seconds, it's about you. Your ability to look, it's a smile, it's an energy, it's being clean, well-groomed. Listen, I go through all this stuff with the straight line. A lot of you know you own the straight line. Who was it that came up to me and said, it's like, there's certain rules. And what happens is every time you break a rule, it's like ding, ding, you get it? And you just make it harder on yourself. Any one of you can get rich. I know you can. I've done my whole life trade sales, right? It's the greatest industry in the world. There's something about door to door. Just tell me if it's not true. That when you're just going out there, right? There's a freedom to it. It's the best, guys. So go out there, be ethical, but kick butt, all right?